Hi guys, we're going to see what your next big financial blessing is. There's pile 1, pile 2, pile 3 from left to right. You can pause, take your time, meditate on an image, and go to whichever pile you choose. Okay, so let's get into pile 1. Okay, I feel like your next big financial blessing is going to come from something creative, or this is very creative way that this comes in for you. So it feels like something unexpected. And you know what? It also feels like kind of a lifeline is what I'm hearing. For some of you guys, you may be really struggling. I'm not getting the feeling of like harsh struggle though, but I'm getting the feeling of things not being where you want it to be. And it's almost like really what you guys need right now is that little bit of extra when it comes to financially. It's almost like you're able to cover the things you need to cover for yourself, pay for the things that you have to, but it's almost like there's zero money or not enough money to do things that you want to do or things that kind of fulfill you. So maybe you work a lot and you've been stressed, but you're happy. At least you get to pay the bills. At least you got this and that. But then at the same time, it's like you can't even de-stress how you want to de-stress because maybe you don't have that extra money to spend to do that. Maybe it is taking a vacation. Maybe it is going out somewhere, going to eat out instead of having to cook at home. It could be anything. So it seems like your next financial blessing here is like you get that lifeline, something that fulfills you in a way that's more spiritual, or like it just kind of feels like you're getting not only what you need, but you finally start getting what you want. I just see you coming into some extra money randomly. You might randomly get a promotion. You might randomly get an offer to do something. Like I'm hearing an odd job. You might get an offer to do an odd job. And that gives you some extra spending money that you get to spend on you or things that you actually want to do, not just things that you need to do. Okay? It feels random. It's coming from somewhere random. Our first card out is the King of Pentacles. So I think you guys have been doing a great job financially. So if you've been beating yourself up because you're not where you want to be, I feel like Spirit wants you to recognize that, like, hey, things may not be exactly what you dreamed of or hoped for yet, but you're in a really good spot. So you should be thankful and grateful for that and appreciate that, because I hate to do the comparison, but it's what I'm hearing, that there's a lot of people who are around you or people that you know or know of who are in a way worse spot than you. They're in a spot where, they can't cover the things they need to cover. And I feel like you may not even know about it. So trust and believe. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys might think the people that you think might be doing really, really great financially or really lucky financially, they're going through it too. Maybe even worse than you. You just don't know it. Okay? That's what it's feeling like. It's like you just don't know it. But honestly, for the state of the world and the way things are right now, you're doing great. Okay, let's see what else we got. It's not perfect. It might not be exactly what you want, but if you're able to keep a roof over your head, and if you have kids, taking care of your kids or whatnot, like that is something to be grateful for. We also have the Ace of Cups coming out and the Page of Pentacles. I'm just getting so specifically. I feel like someone is going to want to hire you for an odd job, something that you don't typically do. Something that could be like more under the table. Or someone wants you to like help them out with their business or something that they're doing. And I feel like this is going to be the start. This is a huge blessing because this is going to be the start to you almost getting into a different career field or doing something that's more creative. This is like you getting a start into a well-paying creative side hustle that might become your main hustle, is what it seems like here. I just feel like you're going to go on a bit of a journey where you learn a lot of knowledge. I don't know. I feel like somebody wants to put you on their team or something like that for a little while. And then I feel like you get some knowledge and you carry that on. And you just like, I feel like something of a side hustle. And with the Ace of Cups, this could be somebody who is a family member. Maybe they have a business and it's like, oh, help me out with this or that a couple times a week. Or if you can do that, I'll pay you. And then you start doing that and you learn a lot. And it actually brings in more money. And then, like, I don't know. Seems like you start taking something serious. that started as something simple to just get some extra income. The Six of Cups, yeah. Oh, something's hiding underneath that, Judgment. This has to do with like another person who maybe you haven't talked to in a while with the Six of Cups. So again, yeah, I'm definitely getting like you might have a family member that you haven't talked to in a while, not because of like issues or something, but just feel like maybe there's not that communication there. I don't know. I just feel like someone's going to ask for your help and they're going to pay you for it. And it might spark some inspiration or teach you a lot to the point where you start like this side hustle for yourself on your own. If there's anything you're doing right now or been interested in doing, I'd say go for it. Make it a side hustle. Because I feel like it's going to be very fruitful. You just kind of have to make the decision that you want to do it and then stick to that decision. So I think that's really where your next blessing is coming from. Something really random and out of the blue. Okay. Maybe it might feel a little chaotic, or you're unsure if you want to do it, or you're unsure if you want to take the offer, but Spirit is saying take the offer. Help this person out. Even if they're not paying you a ton of money. Like, I think it'll be something that will give you like that lifeline, like extra lifeline of like, oh yeah, this is what you needed to be able to have a little more wiggle room. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there, you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, pile 2, we're going to get into pile 2. Your next big financial blessing. Now, because this picture was 2 people in the picture, I do think that this could be you working with someone or something like that, or starting something with someone. Kind of similar to pile 1, but for some reason, not really. You guys might have a past where you worked with someone, or you made money with someone, or there was a situation. So this could even be like just shared finances, maybe in a relationship that you were in, a marriage, something like that. Maybe you've ended up getting a divorce or a breakup. It's like 2 people who were sharing finances or helping each other with finances somehow. And I feel like there was a split here. Okay. And maybe when that split happened, you took a bit of a financial loss. I feel like you gained freedom, but you took a financial hit. And I'm hearing that freedom was worth more than you know. Yeah, this feels like some type of split. So we have the Six of Wands, the Knight of Swords. For some of you guys, it's literally, okay, the Tower. You're winning some type of money for like, if it's divorce in like divorce court, or like you're getting certain items. You get the house, you get the car. I don't know. I'm hearing you win divorce court. I don't know how all that works. I've never gotten married and never gotten divorced. So, but if it's for you, then you know. I feel like you're winning something in divorce court. So that's going to be your next financial blessing, is that you win. It doesn't even have to be specifically divorce. It could just be any court case here. Something, I'm hearing legal proceedings. Something legal here, I feel like you win. And it's a very straightforward, like, yes, or that you win. For some of you guys, your next financial blessing is getting accepted, getting a yes for some type of loan or aid or program. Getting a yes to somewhere that you applied to work at. If you're asking for a promotion, getting a yes there. Overall, I feel like your next financial blessing is like, I'm hearing a yes man. Like, you're going to hear a lot of yeses when it's tied to your money. So if you were asking for a discount or something like that, you're going to get a yes. So I think your advice is definitely to speak up, advocate for yourself more in the things that you want. Because I feel like the more you ask, the more you'll hear yeses. Like, if you want a discount, if you want to maybe see if you can get something for free, if you want like certain things, even little things, big things, I feel like all you have to do is ask. And I feel like on a deeper level, this is all happening because of the Tower. Like I said, it felt like something broke apart. There was a breakdown here. There was a break up here. There was a split from a connection, a partnership, a relationship that was holding you back, a job that was holding you back here. And that split is a blessing in itself, because the freedom that you get from leaving this sort of controlling feeling situation, it's like it reignites a spark in you. And that really aligns you with a healthier financial flow. You know, it's almost like whatever situation you were in before, it bogged you down a lot. It kind of took away your light. It dimmed your light. So I feel like that kind of blocked your abundance a bit and your financial flow. It's almost like, I feel like your flow overall was blocked. It's almost like you had to handle so many other problems, or maybe whatever the situation was, it brought so many problems or so many issues. It's like you didn't have time to focus on yourself. You didn't have time to focus on what you want, to plan how to get what you want. It was just like your whole flow was blocked off. And it's almost like now that you've broken away from something, you're getting your flow back. You're getting your flow back. I'm hearing Stella's got a new groove. I'm going to get 2 more cards for you guys. The 7 of Wands. Yeah, like I said. There was this like blockage. Yucky. It seems like a really big, like I'm hearing backed up. So some of you guys could have been like constipated or stuff like that. It's like your gut health is getting better. These are all signs that this is for you. Like breaking off from this thing is bringing in your flow and abundance overall, not just financially, but... And we have the 8 of Wands, yeah. So we have the 6 of Wands in here, the 7 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. The 6 of Wands feels like that person who is a very egotistical or controlling person. They caused a blockage for you because they just caused so much stress. Everything they were doing, what they were saying, they were trying to control you or control your finances or control what was going on. They were trying to control a narrative too, is what I'm hearing specific. Somebody could have been someone you were around. They were trying to control a narrative, like where maybe you were uncomfortable with them doing something. Maybe the level of their spending, if we're talking about finance, like, you know, the level of their spending or what they're investing in, or maybe they have gambling problems or certain addictions that they're spending all the money on. And it's like when you try to talk about it or explain that you're uncomfortable and try to find solutions, this person is switching up the narrative, trying to control it. Like, no, I don't have an issue. I'm not spending that much. I'm doing this for the greater good of our family or of the company, you know, like stuff like that. But I feel like overall, this person did a lot of things that crossed your boundaries, and you tried to be like you tried to play it a bit cool or be very civil, but you know, you talked about it, but this person would always kind of say like, it's not a problem. This person would gaslight you. It blocked off your abundance. And I feel like one of the biggest blessings is that your natural flow of abundance is coming back in for you. It's unblocked. It's unclogged. Somebody got a plunger. Okay? So I'll leave that there for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And now we're going to get into pile 3. Pile 3. I'm hearing like goo or goop. I don't know. I'm hearing goofy goober. This pile is so unserious. Your next big financial blessing might be is that you actually get serious about it. You actually get serious about your finances. You get serious about financial literacy. You get serious about, I don't know, saving or investing. You get serious about something here. You have the 9 of Swords, the 7 of Cups. So you guys are definitely my daydreamers. And sometimes you get stuck into this realm of almost like spending a lot of time imagining or thinking of what you want or what you want to have, or daydreaming, right? And then there's not much actual physical activity that is done to make that happen. But I feel like you guys have a lot of potential here. Like, I feel like your next big financial blessing is that you lock in. And that's what leads you to unlocking finances and actually like maintaining your finances, which is going to be a really good blessing, because once you figure out how to maintain it better, I feel like more is going to come in for you. It's almost like the universe does not want to like give you too much, because it kind of feels like it's going to be mishandled. Okay, I do feel like something is going to come in that is going to cause you guys to kind of snap into this energy where you really lock in. If you're going to be worried about something, maybe you missed something, you forgot to pay something, there is going to be some type of hit here that shakes you up a bit and kind of shakes you out of it. It's just a little something that snaps you out of it. And I think with that, it's going to cause you to lock in. Let me get 2 more cards. Yeah, because it's almost like there's this illusion here. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. It's not really an illusion. It's just like you guys are in like, you know, your almost imagination too much. But like you can make stuff happen that you want to happen. You just have to just put in more physical. So I think you'll be doing more physical stuff. Yeah, it's great. And your last card is the Emperor. Yeah, I'm hearing checks and balances. I'm hearing booking. I'm hearing accounting. Like, I feel like you guys are going to be learning a lot of financial literacy. And I think that makes it better for you, because you're going to start, like, 7 of Pentacles slowly but surely building up more and more stable and consistent income here. Like, actually learning how to save in a proper way. Learning how to do your books in a proper way is what I'm hearing. Some of you guys could be like getting into accounting, or I'm hearing like a firm too. I'm hearing stuff like that. I feel like you guys are business people, or that's what would really suit you. Any type of business in the world. Or if you actually, from whatever you learn, financial literacy, from whatever you learned here, you actually using that to teach other people too. That would do really good for you. I don't know. I feel like you guys have a million different ideas in the world and a million different, you know, jobs or different things you want to try, or career paths. Like, you guys, I feel like you're the type to switch up just based on what you want. This is really great energy. It just needs to be centered. And your next blessing is exactly that. Okay? Is kind of locking in and getting centered, which it's going to be this build a long-term like growing income for you. So this could even be like the different accounts that you have and where you invest. Like, I don't know, this seems long-term. This seems like wealth for sure, very wealthy, but it comes from long-term investments or accounts or things that you build now that'll keep growing and growing and growing. Okay? So for you guys, yeah, it's not some quick cash or some surprise cash or something like that. It's more so of your blessing is getting the knowledge you need to make what you're daydreaming about financially actually happen. Okay, and that's it for pile 3. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.